And first tonight, a child neglect story in Indiana making national headlines. Parents accused of leaving their adopted child alone in an apartment and then moving to Canada.
So this is a story we helped to break last week, including getting exclusive details from the mother charged in this case. Well, warrants now out for the arrest of Michael Barnett and his ex-wife, Christine, both with addresses here in central Indiana. Wish TV's Dan Klein on the story from the beginning joins us now with the latest and more exclusive documents. Dan.
Yeah, this is one of those things. One of the biggest questions we had last week was, how did somebody who was possibly 9 or 10 years old get their age changed to 22? Of course, that was one of those biggest questions we really were looking at. And even with the form of dwarfism, which helped mask that person's age. Well, it's this document here, a verified emergency petition for a change of birth date for a foreign-born adopted child. Now, the attorney who helped the Barnetts, one of those only experts in the country who does this sort of thing, says it's extremely rare, but does happen.
Arrest warrants issued in Tippecanoe County for Michael and Christine Barnett Tuesday, days after they were charged with child neglect. As we broke the connection Friday, a family once telling their success story in 60 Minutes in January 2012, because of their son Jake, a child prodigy, now making national headlines for far different reasons. No one came to the door when we knocked at Michael Barnett's home on Michigan Road Tuesday evening. The warrant for Christine has a new address in New Palestine. We learned it's the home of her sister, who says Christine does not live here. Christine has declined our interview requests, but did give us a copy of the emergency petition for the person at the center of the neglect case. News 8 cannot independently verify the document, although it's referenced in the child neglect charges. By state law, the Marion County Probate Court cannot provide any information about adoption proceedings. The petition states the Barnetts believe the girl was 7 when they adopted her in 2010 from a different family who had brought her from the Ukraine, but soon began to notice unusual behaviors and physical characteristics that didn't match. It says the behaviors escalated into dangerous behaviors, with both her doctor and licensed clinical social worker believing her age to be at least 22, even diagnosing her with schizophrenia. The petition says the Barnetts believe their adopted daughter to be an adult and dangerous to their family and society, and that changing her birth date will help give her the appropriate adult assistance and help she needs, because previous mental health clinics would no longer admit her because they believed she wasn't a child.
Again, while the petition cannot be independently verified, the arguments raised were apparently enough to persuade a Marion County judge. Of course, Tippecanoe County authorities have a different view. I've shared the petition with them and asked for a comment, but have not heard anything back.
All right, Dan, there was Michelle Jackson. She's on that petition. What do you know about her?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. She will not speak about the Barnett case specifically without both parents signing off, but she says this type of age change does happen, but she guesses there's only about 1 case a year or so in the entire state of Indiana. So very rare, but it does happen, and there must be evidence of bone density. Maybe they're using dental records and even psychological evaluations to make those age changes.
I understand there's some cases here that have some common characteristics.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of times this is connected to adoption in a foreign country who a lot of places don't have the same kind of birth records that America might have. Malnutrition, which can sometimes disguise the age. So when they come to America, maybe they're eating a better diet. They can have a growth spurt of a couple inches, and so sometimes those ages get changed up a couple years, but she says 15 years would certainly be a very rare case. And I should mention, if you want to watch any of our previous stories, just head to wishtv.com or my Facebook fan page. You can just search at Reporter Dan for that.
Yeah, need to check it out because there's a lot to kind of dive into.
So yeah, you're just scratching the surface.
I think so. I know. No, you stay on top of it. Thanks, Dan.